Unseal the well. Welcome to the channel. See what I did there? Now, I've already done the puzzle, but I want to share with you something that after like 40 hours of gameplay, this is one of the hardest things I had to do. That was the biggest pain in the ass. So the puzzle's already done, but I'm going to try and explain things that nobody else does in hopes that this helps you get to the promised land. So when you enter, your NPC's going to be down there. You're going to see a room over there. As you look around the room, you're going to see there's orbs and stuff. Make your way to the very far back orb. You're going to know that you're there simply because, look at the picture. You're going to see the twig on the left, right? And you're going to see the double branches on the right, right? Grab this and interact with it. Now, obviously, I can't because I've already done it. And aim at that orb-looking thing in the distance. Okay? Now, what's really complicated, too, we're going to go in a circle this way, actually. Now, we're going to hop over. You're going to grab this orb here. And you're going to aim it at that little dish-looking thing. Now, if you don't have a light that goes there, don't worry. We're going to get to that in a minute. Because things do get a little weird. This orb you're going to grab, and you're going to have it facing the orb that we were just at. Okay? Now, this gets interesting here. Okay, so now we're going to have two others to play with. This one, you're going to grab it, and you're going to aim at the orb that's down there. Now, here's where it gets interesting. When you grab this orb here, I think it actually starts around here. You're going to have to grab it, bring it around the corner. You're going to take it, and you're going to have it so that when light refracts through it, it hits... Whoops. It's trying to auto-snap somewhere. It hits the dish there. Now, on paper, everything I just showed you is really simple, but it took me like 10 times. Maybe you got to bring it here. Maybe you got to bring it there. Maybe you got to bring it back, forth. There's going to be a couple of times where, as the light goes through that orb and it doesn't hit the dish, you got to move it so that it would. And then all of a sudden, now you got to go back to that orb, and you got to readjust it to make sure it hits this light. Most of the other orbs shouldn't need to be touched, because you're not, like, moving that. You can't move that, right? So that's essentially it. And then it'll automatically open up the well, which I'm anxious to do now because, you know, I've only been doing this for like 20 minutes. So I hope that that helps. So again, just a kind of a recap. Well, it's not really a recap, but let me just get my positioning here. So this very far back one again, that's got to hit that. That's what's going to split your beam in half. Without this one here pointing up there, you can't do this. And then you'll never need to touch it again. That one you shouldn't need to touch again. That one you don't need to touch again because it's going to the other orb that doesn't move. Get it? Then that orb goes down here. Well, that you can't move. Yeah, so in closing, a combination of this moving to get it perfectly lined up and that orb over there are the only two that you're going to need to readjust. That took a little under 5 minutes. Maybe someone could have explained it in 30 seconds. I haven't found a good video yet that's helped me. I actually had to take 3 different videos to get to this point. And I still couldn't get it. Some of it I had to figure out on my own. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. It greatly supports the channel with the algorithm and promoting my channel and having YouTube and Google say, you know what, this guy seems alright. Let's bring him up the Google mountain of fame. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down, and I'll make sure when you play the game and you go and you line up that beam, it disintegrates you. Your character is done. Aladdin, you're over. And you're going to have to start the game over again. But if you want to subscribe to the channel, maybe we could work something out. If not, well, that's on you. Take care, boys and girls, or whatever it is you identify as. And hopefully I'll see at least some of you in the next video. Bye now.